got
popcorn, grab a Coke, find that old VHS. We're diving deep in cheesy flicks. Yeah, we're on a vintage quest. Dollar on views, but high on laughs. Let's give these films a cheer. Cult classics, flops, and duds. There are topics on here. The Ejectables, rolling back the years. Celebrating movies that no one else cheers. From downright bad to epic fails, we say it's all good. The Ejectables, yeah, they're misunderstood.
Welcome to the Ejectables. This is the show where movie enthusiasts Bill and Ian join forces with a weekly rotating guest to celebrate movies that we feel have been unjustly panned by the critics or sadly ignored and forgotten by audiences. Today we have a very special return guest.
It's Mike Kendall. No, I didn't say Kendall, I said Kendall. It's Mike Kendall. No, I didn't say Kendall, I said Kendall. He sees more movies than anyone can. Kendall, he's Mike Kendall. Mike Kendall. Mike Kendall.
Wow. Mike Kendall. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Is this your first time back since the new job? Or
This is my first time back since the new job, yes.
How's the new job going?
The new job is going great. I love the new job.
Oh, good.
Much better than I was before, and I love the people there. I see some of the old people still.
It's because you're not with your brother.
I do, however, miss working with my brother.
Your brother's the best.
Immensely. Yeah.
But you see him at home.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wishes that I wasn't here. But
oh,
I see him, I miss him, and I guess I can get clingy and obnoxious.
You guys were like a good team in there, a good duo.
Yeah, we constantly have. Every time somebody sees me at this store that had seen me previously, thinks I sold the store because they thought I was the owner.
Oh, wow. You should be like, yes, I did.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, okay, well then. Who was the owner? Is your brother all right? Did he sell the store? Are you guys good? No, yeah, we're fine.
I can't believe the one time I went to go find you there was the one time you were not working.
The one time I wasn't there. I know, and I was very upset, and I'm still upset that you haven't come back and visited again.
I almost went the other day, but then I didn't.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Cool story, Ian.
Yeah. You know who I did see, though, yesterday?
Who's that?
I saw, Bill Narducci. You know what we did?
What'd you do?
We went skydiving! It was crazy. It was so scary.
That's awesome. Yeah. He was able to keep his hat on like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, no, he has it glued on because he has a bald spot like I do.
I do not have a bald spot.
What do you mean?
I have many defects. I'm built like Grimace from McDonald's, but yeah.
Stop. It was so scary though. No, actually, we did something more exciting than this. And it's funny that our photos, we went to the movies.
Oh,
but isn't it kind of... We saw Power Ballad.
Ooh, how was it? Paul Rudd, great.
How was it, Bill?
It was good.
You said it was the best movie so far this year, though I feel you say that about every movie you see.
No, not really.
You said it was like the best movie, and now you're acting like you didn't think it was that great.
It was awesome. Ian cried at the end.
I still have a crusty arm because he was like, ah.
He was all weepy on there.
He was super weepy on there. No, but I thought it was really good. Bill was hesitant to see it, but I'm glad I could rope him in.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. And next time it will be skydiving.
You could do it.
Anyway.
You should do it.
It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Are we going to make somebody sleep with the fishes?
So I think the opera singer is asking you what your pick is today, though I should have played this before because of you. It is a very, very special episode.
Easy rider, vertigo.
It's a Ridley Scott movie, Zip. Yeah, it's going to be good. Okay, so what is your pick this week?
So my pick this week was from 1977, Ridley Scott's The Duellists.
The Duellists.
The Duellists with Keith Carradine and Harvey Keitel. It was Scott's directorial debut after like 1,500 commercials.
Commercials, right?
Yes.
Did he do rock videos too, or was he strictly a commercial dude?
I think it was just strictly commercials.
Okay.
But
which I'm sure looked awful because Duelist looked terrible. Yeah.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah, it looked like a Nickelodeon show from the 80s.
It totally did. Oh, with the slime. Yeah. You can't do that on television. It kind of looked like that.
It definitely did not look
I don't
beautiful
know.
in Blu-ray. It did not look stunning in Blu-ray.
It did not look stunning in Blu-ray?
Oh, absolutely looked stunning. It was
okay,
crazy.
we were still doing that. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So why this movie, Mike Kendall?
So I saw this movie a long time ago, and again, it's one of those movies that always stuck with me. And it's kind of like a minor little history lesson about the Napoleonic Wars. Nothing great, but it's also based on a Joseph Conrad story that is itself based on a true event. There were these two soldiers in Napoleon's army that fought like 30 duels over a period of like 20 years to the point where they forgot what they were even fighting about. They just kept going and doing it.
Should we go to the trailer and then continue our discussion about the film?
I would, yes.
The duelist demands satisfaction. Honor for him is an appetite, an obsession to kill. No apology is accepted, no quarter given. Only death will satisfy honor.
You have insulted me! I have strained my patience in order not to do so. But I demand an apology.
Strife without reason, a quarrel pursued for its own sake.
Pharaoh intends to kill you.
Gentlemen, prepare to advance.
Nobody understands why you fight with Arnold. I believe you feed your spite on him with no more sense than a nasty, blood-sucking louse.
If he so earnestly desires to kill me, he will kill me. Damn it, kill him! Keep away from him. Keep ahead of him. Put your trust in Bonaparte.
With this ring, I renounce love. And make do with you. You were the one I always wanted. You who's
The enemies of reason have a certain blind look. He has that look, don't you think?
As Bill would say, wow. Yeah.
Yes.
You were going to say it, weren't you, Bill? You can say it. Say your wow. Go on. Wait, I don't hear you. Are you saying it?
Wow.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
So Bill texted me. Can I go here for a second?
Yes.
So Bill texted me after watching this, and it was along the lines of, if I want to watch paint dry, I'm going to watch The Duellists.
I've gotten that text so many times from him.
Okay.
Or he'll say, Lord.
Lord. Now, it's not the greatest movie in the world, and it's not the fastest movie in the world. And there was always something about this movie that struck me. And it wasn't until actually this morning when it just finally clicked. And I did some research on it, and I was like, wow, this is why this is sticking with me this entire time. Everything that's shot, everything that's filmed, every scene is a portrait. It's either a portrait or it's art. Exactly.
Yes.
Right there. There's a whole montage of this. Every time you see Harvey Keitel alone, he looks like a painting of Napoleon. And it's a direct correlation to Napoleon every single time. And there are so many references to Vermeer. And this is what I found out this morning. Everything, because of all the natural lighting, all the cinematography, the way that it was done, all the locations, everything in there looks like Vermeer paintings. And
who is sadly dead. Rest in peace.
Yes. And and that's why it stuck with me, because there was something about it that just kept pulling me into it visually. Yeah, it's not a great, I mean, it's a great story. It's based on an actual event, but there was something visual about it.
Oh, yeah.
And just watching it for that alone, for me, made that worthwhile once it finally clicked, because I watched it again this morning. And that's when it all started clicking for me.
I wasn't thinking of Vermeer the whole time, though I'd been to Delft, his lovely little town, where I guess he lived. But I was just thinking how visually stunning it is. And you want that from a Ridley Scott movie. And this is a movie I'd wanted to watch for years. It had been on my radar. And last year, actually, or maybe it was earlier this year, I was like, I'm going to do it. And I watched it and I loved it. I think it's quieter, maybe slower, but the visuals, the acting, the setting, that was enough for me. I think it's beautiful.
Right. It was nominated for a British Academy Award or BAFTA for cinematography and for costuming.
And it won the special jury prize at Cannes.
Exactly. Most importantly, yes. Unanimously for that. And it was nominated for the Palme d'Or.
Yeah.
But it was made on this tiny little budget of like less than $1 million.
Wow.
Well, hold on. It only made, apparently, reportedly, like less than $600.
That's 600, like total?
Like, yes. Like, that's what's
holy
reported. I went and I was hunting that around, and there's no other number that comes up, and everything references like this $600 number.
It's crazy with Ridley Scott.
Well, was that a hit then? Was that a hit then?
Well, hey, made a couple of bucks.
Well, maybe compared to other Ridley Scott movies. It's amazing, though, because he's had some mega hits. And he's had a good amount of mega bombs. Not that we talk about bombs here, unless you're Sylvester Stallone.
Actually, he's actually had more. That's why this episode was so hard. It's impossible to find an ejectable for Ridley Scott, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's easier to find ones that are forgotten. Or
yes,
kind of like under the radar. You know, it's like everybody thinks Alien and Gladiator. Well, he did other things clearly that didn't.
Yeah, he did a couple of others.
Yeah, one or two.
He's one of my favorites. He's just done so many great movies, and he can do almost any genre. I would say any genre beautifully.
Yes, exactly. And that's another question I have. Is it the director or is it the director of photography that really makes the picture? Because
it depends. He controls. There are a lot of directors that control their own like DP, like Barry Sonnenfeld, although he relinquished control. Stanley Kubrick was his own camera operator, you know.
Right.
He's not the camera operator, but he knows what to do also.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Special quiz question. What movie is this?
Star Trek 4.
Wrong.
Star Trek 1.
Wrong.
Star Trek 2.
That's
yes. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Mike Kendall gets it on one guess. But yeah, it's Wrath of Khan.
It took me a second.
So, Bill, beyond your text to Mike, what did you think of this movie?
Mike was making fun of my picks. It was.
Did you?
Yes.
No. Liar.
Mike Kendall wouldn't do that. Mike Kendall would not do that.
It's terrible.
At least you didn't pick the movie for our guest today, Bill.
It is absolutely stunning. I just feel like maybe Harvey Keitel is a little miscast in this movie. You know what?
That is actually what people sounded like in Napoleon's time.
Yeah. Hey,
in
what's
French.
going? Hey, I want some cheese.
Well, actually, that was a conscious decision on both of their parts to keep their normal dialects.
Carradine gets away with it, but you know, he doesn't have to be like, you know, like Bucky. I love Napoleon. I love Ridley Scott's Napoleon. No
He's dead too. Sorry.
Yes, like our careers. But I love Ridley Scott Napoleon. I think it's a genius movie. Everyone hates it. I think it's awesome, and I love that Joaquin.
So bad.
No, it's fantastic.
That's what I'm watching tonight. So
yeah, and Joaquin Phoenix, but Harvey Keitel, you know, he's like, hey, I'm mad at this guy. You know, it's just he's a little miscast. It's absolutely stunning. You know, it doesn't have the like Barry Lyndon is a masterpiece, and people complain about being slow and all that stuff. This wanted to be, I think this was like Barry Lyndon light.
I haven't seen that. That is on my list. I'm going to.
You never saw Barry Lyndon?
No, I was too young.
But I mean, dude, 1978 is now 2026. Ridley Scott's still making movies. It's fucking
crazy.
Awesome. Right?
Yeah. And he's still a pretty darn reliable filmmaker.
Except for that last Gladiator was terrible, but
that was pretty bad.
I even love the Gucci movie, and people think
that was good. I like that too.
I love that movie. People make fun of it, but I love it. I think I think Jared Leto is a modern day Marlon Brando,
and it was better than Napoleon by far.
Not even close. Napoleon's a masterpiece. I saw on 70mm.
And you must have been blind. Yes.
No.
All due respect for blind people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You have to try. You have to care. For me. You're my friend.
Are we gonna make somebody sleep with the fishes?
Do not eject. Do not eject. Do not eject this.
Wow.
That brings us to my pick, which is a film from 1985, though the version I am choosing is the director's cut by Ridley Scott, and it is Legend, starring Tom Cruise and Mia Sara and Tim Curry and a unicorn. This is the original poster that we all knew and love. Let's go to the trailer and then discuss this movie.
Through the ages, the powers of good and evil have been at work amongst us. Through the passages of time, many have attempted to probe and distinguish between myth and fact. What is innocence? What is purity? What is corruption?
Look, ugly one-horned mule.
What is evil? We still search for the answer. The confrontation between the forces has captured the imaginations of civilization's greatest philosophers, poets, and writers.
Judge her with your heart, not your eyes.
Now, through the cameras of one of the most innovative filmmakers of our generation, comes a motion picture to fire the spirit, to excite the senses, to captivate the eye. I am darkness. Ridley Scott's Legend.
I remember being so excited to see this movie near us, Mike, at the Orange Cinemas back in 1985. Yeah. I was so excited. I was probably 12, 13 when it came out, and I loved it, though the cut was an 89-minute cut because the studio tried to make... Well, the studio tried to make it more family friendly, more for kids. They replaced the Jerry Goldsmith original soundtrack with a Tangerine Dream soundtrack with songs by, I believe, Yes and what's his name?
Roxy Music.
Roxy Music, yes. And it is, I loved that version. I had the soundtrack. Going back, it's for me a difficult watch, but this director's cut, it is almost a half hour longer. It has the Jerry Goldsmith soundtrack, which I think makes it much more involving, much more thrilling. The sets, the cinematography, I think it's a really good ensemble cast. Tom Cruise, maybe not ideal for this sort of stuff, but I think he's trying really hard. Tim Curry's amazing in this role. Mia Sara in her very first feature film role. I think she's great. I think there's a lot to love here if you're into this kind of thing. What do you think, Mike?
So I agree with everything you say, except for the fact that I could watch this movie again as long as there isn't any dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Anything
they're singing.
Well, even the singing. I mean, I didn't need to listen to any of the story because I could just watch it and get what was going on. It was kind of thin. It wasn't a great story to begin with, but it looked phenomenal.
It looks amazing.
Beautiful. But its beauty, it was also a little bit over the top. So every time they're in the forest and there's all this pollen and there's flowers floating around in the air, I kept thinking my hay fever is going to start acting up.
I was thinking about that too.
It's going to affect me over here. But it looked great. Tom Cruise didn't need it. Didn't need him. Could have been anybody. I could have done as good a job. I could have done Mia Sara as well.
I guess Jennifer Connelly had it originally.
And she recommended Mia Sara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the other things that, if I can, again,
please,
there's all this glitter. Everywhere. Everything's sparkly, everything's shiny.
Everyone's face that's got sparkles, yeah.
Right. And it's like, okay, I get it. And then I started thinking about A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, sure.
From 1939. With all the cellophane, every place on set, and all of the lighting making the cellophane reflect, and all the colors that are supposed to be there, and it's supposed to look beautiful. But that movie's in black and white. So all those effects, you don't really get the true effect of. This seemed like it was that, but just way too much of it.
It is popping everywhere. Yeah, that's true. It's a visual overload.
Yeah.
But I think it looks unlike anything else. It's like a fantasy painting of the 80s. You remember those, like, everything looked like unicorns. It was that come to life. And I think it's so unique in that regard.
Now that you say that, I remember having a poster that was very similar to that.
Like this.
It was a unicorn, but you're right. It was like a poster from the 80s.
I had a mug with a unicorn on it. I call it my unicorn mug. I actually still have it. Yeah, got it in the 80s. I'm sorry. Bill, what'd you think of this movie?
So, I never saw it before when I was a kid. I at the Interstate Movie Theater in Ramsey. It was 2 theaters, and I think I was seeing Fletch, and I walked into the wrong theater, and I saw Tim Curry, and I nearly shit my pants. I go, what the fuck is this? I go, this is crazy. And I walked out, and the manager tracked me down, thinking I was sneaking in between 2 movies, as if I wasn't traumatized enough. I don't know what I was, or maybe I was seeing Sheena or something like that. So this movie's what the fuck, and there's some really hilarious parts that they're famous for. The unicorn, the horns are like bouncing. It's like a noticeable thing.
And Tim Curry's are bouncing too. His horns.
Oh, I didn't. Well. And
his horns are bouncing. Everybody's fingernails are bouncing.
Yeah, true.
And Tom Cruise's teeth are a problem for a lot of people. They call him snaggletooth, which is really mean. I really didn't understand that, but I guess he got his teeth fixed. After it. This is what people say. These are like famous things people say about
jerks.
And then the voice of the elf was ridiculous. And then
you're talking about Gump, right?
Yeah.
He looked like somebody thrown Anthony Hopkins in the dryer.
He is the kid from the Tin Drum. Is that what it was called?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought he was so good in this. I was like, who is this person? And I looked it up. I'm like, it's that kid.
But it wasn't his voice, though.
No, they used the voice of one of the other woman in the movie as his voice.
Yeah, Una's voice. Yes,
amazing.
And while like, I appreciate that it was a non-IP, but I go, what? Why does this seem like there's only like 3 sets? But I guess they built all these sets at Pinewood,
and they burnt.
They burnt. So he was trying to make do. So
yeah,
I think this is his counselor of the 80s. To be honest,
I stand by it. I get it, and I understood why the American version was panned, but I love it still.
I don't mind someone going for a home run, and I like the fact. I mean, I can't believe this is the original script. This would never happen now.
Yeah,
but there's
some budget. Yeah,
they went through a lot of rights or rewrites to do that. Apparently,
yeah, it's after this, I think he did the movie I was going to pick, right? Someone to Watch Over Me. Yeah, he had
okay.
Yeah, which I didn't pick, but we'll talk about that. Yeah, it was horrible. It was.
I love it.
It was torture.
I put on just to see I wanted to see what the differences were, so I put on the US version after watching the end of this version, and they cheesed it up. Like they cut it down, trimmed it to nothing. They run off into the sunset together, Mia Sara and Tom Cruise.
Yes, right.
In the European or the director's cut, it's just Tom Cruise, and they agree to meet up again. And it's kind of lovelier, and yes, cheesy and thin on story, but I think it's a much richer film.
I don't know, like maybe if Pinewood didn't. It seems like it's 3 sets. It seemed like a Nickelodeon show, but
with a bigger budget.
Yes, but how big of a budget? Tim Curry, who I've met, really nice guy. Ian has met, really nice guy, and he could have. It's awesome that he did this. He's the best part about it.
Yeah, and there's not enough.
That's what everybody remembers is Tim Curry.
Yeah, yeah. And that makeup was amazing. The Rob Bottin, his effects are so good, though a bit bouncy at times. But
yeah, I mean, the unicorns are ridiculous.
But if you were young, it wasn't like you wouldn't have noticed that.
All right,
that's true.
Yeah, I loved it at the time. So did you watch, Mike, though? Sticking on this for 1 second longer, did you watch a whole American version after watching this again?
Actually, I take that back. I watched the UK version first, then I watched the director's cut.
Had you seen this back in the day?
We had it playing in the video store, but wasn't a huge fan of it then. But I also didn't like it, so it's just like that type of thing. But yeah, how it looks, I can definitely do that. I'm just not a huge fan of it, but it looks beautiful.
It is so cool to look at. Anyway.
Do not eject. Do not eject. Do not eject this.
Oh. Wow. Bill Narducci, I think that's the opera singer asking you what your pick is today.
So this is really hard because...
Yeah, we noticed.
Ridley Scott has made... He does not have a lot of whiffs. I got to be honest. It's crazy. I'm not a super fan of sci-fi, but I tried. My original pick was Someone to Watch Over Me with Tom Berenger and Mimi Rogers, and I was going to pick it for the production design. It's a pretty ludicrous movie, and I was like, I just can't remotely recommend this movie. So I picked a movie that I saw in the 90s that I had no opinion of, and should we share the trailer?
Wait, can we tell them the other movie you picked, even though we didn't direct it, and then we went to this movie? What other movie did you pick?
I picked the Browning version with Albert Finney, Greta Scacchi, and Matthew Modine, and that's a great movie. I just didn't have time to watch it.
It's funny it's not showing up, but it should be showing right now. Yeah, I was like, he didn't direct that, but okay.
Because he did produce forced into picking these Ridley Scott movies. He's had so many hits, it's crazy.
What did you pick?
I picked White Squall from 1995-96.
Oh, starring Jeff Bridges, that movie?
Yeah.
Should we play the trailer and then discuss it a wee bit more?
He tested their courage.
Climb!
He challenged their spirit.
We're a crew. That's what this whole thing is about.
Hollywood Pictures presents
Skipper!
a
A 1 in a million freak accident?
A story of tragedy.
Or was it negligence?
Don't you walk out on this, Skipper! And triumph. We listened to you, and we are still here!
Jeff Bridges in a Ridley Scott film based on a true story. White Squall, rated PG-13.
Wow.
It is based on a true story. I think the one of the surviving members, who is the Scott Wolf character, wrote a book in 1961 about it, and it involves. I don't really know what's the purpose of this, but there's a school on a bus. I mean, on a boat for a year. I don't know why someone would do this. I don't understand it. I can't fathom it. And they voluntarily do it to, I don't know, to become men. I don't understand what was the point.
This is how we met, Bill. You don't remember?
Yeah, shirtless,
and we became men. Yeah,
shirtless on a boat. And it's a 4-act movie, which is really great. But the third act of this movie is all real. It's no CGI. It's like so impressive.
Yes.
And so you got to give it to Ridley Scott. I mean, this is insane, this third act. And then the fourth act is a little cheesy, but I like the cheesiness of it. I like the heartfeltness of it.
It's comforting.
The guys are great, back when we pretended men could be men. But I still don't know what the fuck why someone would do this, and they're all sleeping in bunks, and I was like, was there one bathroom on the ship? I go, what is going on here? But Jeff Bridges, before once he became the dude, he started talking like that, so you forget that he was like a leading man, and he was like, it was like a vestige before he became and that was only 5 years later. I was gonna and then I was gonna pick G.I. Jane, but that was kind of a hit. I love that movie. So I mean, Ridley, you're one of the greatest directors ever. So
thank you. I'm saying that for him.
I know. So what'd you guys think? Mike, what'd you think?
I loved it. And I think you're absolutely right that the third act was phenomenal. And I remember thinking, was there anything that was computer generated, or did they just really do that?
Yeah, they had a tank in Malta, I think.
Yeah, and they did, and it looks great. And you're absolutely right. The ending is kind of cheesy, but the school, the onboard schools, those are real things.
Why? Why would someone do this?
It's like a semester abroad. They would just do it. It's like going to Europe for a semester.
But instead, you're on a rinky.
We should do it. We should start a new school.
Okay, but you're in Europe. But why, if you're on a boat, why would someone do this? What am I missing?
I mean,
Semester abroad, you're in Europe.
I wouldn't do it either. I'd be so scared.
No,
they haven't seen Jaws.
Yeah,
I don't care
Jaws,
about that, but it's not like a luxury liner,
But it's a true story and everything. It's I liked it. This is a movie. I was a huge Jeff Bridges fan after Fearless. This was a couple of years after Fearless. This movie kind of trickled out. It barely came out, I felt, because I used to watch every movie back then. I never saw it. I heard it was like Dead Poet Society on a boat, which it is like Dead Poet Society on a boat.
Not even close.
It's got that vibe. And you have the different guys from the different walks of life. We're going to get to know each one. It kind of hits those familiar beats, but I enjoyed it. It looks great.
Oh, I know why you're saying that, because of that plot point of the guy. Yeah, okay. That fucks things up.
Yeah, it's
the same plot point.
It just hits a lot of the familiar beats, and that's why I didn't see it back then. But I thought there was a lot to like here. It's a very comforting movie in that way, and that the third act with the boat sinking and all that was amazing. It was really, really well done. Yeah, this is a movie to seek out, I think. I just want to quickly tell the story. I worked on the show Party of Five with Scott Wolf, which I guess he probably did right after he did this movie. And I remember he came into the accounting office, and someone showed him this thing to read, and he had to repeat it. And people had actually, I'm going to have Bill do it. Bill, or should I have Mike do it? If you can see this, just read this. Don't practice saying it. Just read it as you see it. Okay. Can you read that?
All right, hold on.
I
ham sofa king stupid.
Say it again.
I ham sofa king stupid.
What are you saying? But this isn't exactly how it was written when Scott Wolf was reading it, but he read it like 25 times in the accounting office and he just didn't get it. He was just like, what am I saying? What am I saying? It was like we were dying. But that's my very stupid eye, but maybe not the brightest dude. But Mike, you got that really fast. And you're not, by the way, you're not a stupid.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Now we're at the point of the show where we have to pick which film we would choose. That is not our own pick. I think I know your guess. Mike Kendall, which would you choose?
I would choose to watch White Squall all the time.
Yeah, baby.
Damn. I will choose. I'm choosing the Duellists because it is just beautiful to look at. Though I thought White Squall was a lot of fun. Yeah. Bill, what do you choose?
I'm choosing paint drying. I'm saying the Duellists.
All right. So wait, Mike wins.
Yes.
What's he win? Does he get a day? No, he
Oh,
already has that. You know what he doesn't have? A free trip to the beach house. Wait a minute. The beach house. The gated community. All right. Or you could go skydiving with us next time.
I want to go skydiving.
Okay. This is where you can find these movies. I have a European disc of Legend, which has the director's cut, or you can find an old DVD that has the director's cut as well.
And if you're watching this, Barnes & Noble's having a sale on Vinegar Syndrome, not Arrow. Sorry, take that back.
I got a couple of those movies because you told me about that. But you can also find this on iTunes and Prime and YouTube. Make sure you look for the director's cut because it is better than the American cut. Duelist can be found on Pluto TV and MGM Plus, and White Squall can be found on Tubi, but you should rent it because it won't have commercials on iTunes, Prime, and YouTube. Mike Kendall.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. And inspiring what?
I do have one question. I think this is my fifth time on. Do I get like an SNL bathrobe?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Ian's gonna send it.
I'm gonna send the SNL bathrobe.
No, Ejectables bathrobe.
The Ejectables thong.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
That's gonna be empty. A lot of room in there.
Oh, geez. Oh, you're not a stupid. Anyway. Thank you, Mike Kendall, for coming back. Everyone, like, share, tell your friends, and watch Legend because that is the best pick of the week. Bye.
From downright bad to epic fails, we say it's all good. The Ejectables, yeah, they're misunderstood.
Flickaholic.